Okay, I'm gonna try part two. I just got cut off by Facebook and I have no idea if it's just a fluke, if it's the internet, I have no idea. But I said a lot in my last video. I really encourage you guys to listen to it, and I will post the articles in the comments that I promised. Now, I do want to say one more thing really quick on this video. Some people had questions for me about letting go of my place in downtown San Diego and where am I going and what am I doing. And I just want to share with you guys one thing, that I started to have this really strong nudge to leave Southern California, not just San Diego, but like leave California. It's been going on for over a year now. There's many reasons for it. I grew up in a small town in New Mexico. I've never felt totally at home in Southern California. Don't get me wrong, I can fit in. I love the people out here. Some of my best friends live out here. I freaking love the weather. I love being on the water. But there is a spiritual stronghold out here that I don't vibe with. I have way too many single friends out here. Like, something's wrong with all these amazing, gorgeous, talented women, and they're all single and they can't find good men. I don't know what has happened to the men out here. That's one issue. The other issue is, politically speaking, it's extremely liberal, new age, a lot of yogi lifestyle, a lot of atheism, a lot of agnosticism. There's a lot of that. And then there's also the beautiful church community, but there's something out here that hasn't vibed with me for a while. So I've wanted to, venture out, but it's hard when you have your whole life set here. And for me, when my pattern finally broke of like my little gym that I love and my little routine and my coffee shop and all the things broke off, I was like, you know what, let's let go of this place. In downtown high-rise living, I have loved having the view way up high. I have loved my little lifestyle, but something hasn't felt right for a long time. And I finally decided to let that go. Okay, so to move out of there, to let go of my place, how fast everything happened, even to move all of my stuff, I switched into Airbnb. I'm in an Airbnb right now on the Bay for 6 weeks in California, and then I'm Airbnb-ing in my hometown for a couple months to be near my family. That puts me into August, at which time I will see what's happening in the world, and I get to decide where I'm gonna go after that. So it could be Texas, it could be Nashville, it could be back to Arizona. I've lived in Arizona before, but I do know I'm going to pick a state that I'm aligned with as far as where all this is going. I think the state you live in is going to matter more and more in the coming years and what's happening. There will be a point where it probably won't even matter what state you're in with some of the stuff that's coming to pass. But as of now, I do believe that matters. Getting out of states like California, Illinois, New York, I think it's critical, big time, for many reasons. But people have asked me why I'm doing this or what am I doing, and it's very interesting why God started to put that on my heart a long time ago, and I didn't even really understand. I was like, why would I leave what I love, but where do I go? I'm not having that clear where do I go, and I still don't, but I'm letting go of what I know, and I'm free to go where God leads me now. And all I can tell you is that what I see coming and the things that I see happening, like what's happening in Ventura County, like I shared with you guys, to be careful what I say in this video because I don't know why they deleted my last one. Some of the things I'm watching spiritually, politically, I'm like, oh dang, this is why I'm leaving. Peace out, California, because I want nothing to do with this. I know a lot of people leaving here as well. That being said, I also know a lot of people planted here who are going to stay here, and I know people standing up to fight for what's happening. I have so much respect for those who are standing up and fighting for freedom, because this is not right what's happening, okay? But here's the weird part, is so many smart, intelligent, amazing people are also very lulled to sleep right now, like thinking, oh no, we're reopening, oh no, everything's normal. And I'm like, dude, are you not actually reading what's being released? This is not being opened at all. And I'm right on the beach and I'm watching people tell me, oh, I'm gonna go do whatever I want. I'm like, really? Really? Why don't you come down to the beach and do whatever you want? You tell me how I'm looking at the cops right now. You tell me how they're going to react to you. You're not free right now. You're not free. Like, you might have the illusion you are. No, you're not. And so again, everything's very calm. No one's really fighting. There's no violence. It's peaceful, but our freedoms have been stripped. For what? For what? A virus that is 0.0000 something percent likely to catch and 0.0000 something likely to kill you. I don't freak out about viruses that are around that have those kind of numbers. I don't know about y'all, but this just isn't justified for what's happening. And everyone's starting to wake up to that. But here's the problem. They have to keep people calm. If you're too awake, you start standing up and going, no. And there are a lot of people standing up and saying no. They don't want that. They don't want that. They're just like, calm down, go back inside. Go back inside. Look, we're slowly opening up. Shh. No, we're not. Nothing's changing. There's no plan in California, okay? So thank God we have an administration that's like saying something about it. They have called Newsom out for the mail-in ballots that he just decided to do for the entire state of California, as if we can't go vote in November. That's pretty far off. He's also called out the state for reopening so slowly. California is the 5th largest economy in the world, and this economy is literally being destroyed before your very eyes. For what? For what? Look at the numbers. Ask yourself for what. This is very strange. So anyway, I am super thankful right now to be able to be free in mobile, right? I can work from anywhere. I run an online business, but I love that I can live anywhere. I've lived in California because it's beautiful and there's so many things I love about it, but I also can live somewhere else because I don't like what's happening here on a much bigger level. And I also understand those that don't leave here and you're going to stay, you want to be awake. You want to stand up for your rights. You want to know what your rights are, and you want to know what rights are being stripped away. And, you know, in my case, I'm being called to go. Okay. Other people are being called to stay and stand up and fight. So whatever God's calling you to do that. But whatever you do, don't be lulled to sleep thinking this is all normal. It's not normal. The other thing is, don't live in fear. This is not about living in fear. I know people, and I'm sorry, I don't know what's happened to so many of the men out here. It's mind-blowing how like feminized a lot of men have become. Like, where are the warriors? Can someone tell me where are the freaking warriors? Because a lot of these men are like, oh my God, I can't handle this. Like, I'm going to go do whatever I want. I'm going to go numb out. I'm going to go check out. I can't handle this. You can't handle this? Like, why can't you step up? Why can't you acknowledge what's happening? You actually can't even be aware of what's happening because it bothers you so bad. Be awake. Be in reality. Don't be checked out, but also don't live in fear. Stand up for what you can stand up for, and the rest of it, like, turn it over to God. I got that. We need to walk in faith. But this whole illusion that people have of, I'm going to numb out and check out, and I actually don't know what's happening at all. I'm not even educated. And I call that walking in faith. That's not walking in faith. Walking in faith is being alert and aware. You know exactly what's happening. You also know your God is so much bigger, and you call evil, evil. Call it what it is. Have the discernment to call it what it is. Call the things that are wrong, call those things wrong. People aren't even standing up anymore. Like, it's just a bunch of pansies. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking to those of you who have been standing up. I have so much respect for you. And I am not talking about rebelling. Please don't get me wrong. We're not called to go out and rebel and act crazy. No, I'm talking about standing firm in your rights, knowing your rights, and knowing the reality of what's happening. If you are lulled to sleep and you don't even know what's going on. Oh, don't even get me started on this, you guys. Oh my gosh. So people have asked me about Southern California, and let me just tell you a little something. I don't know, like right now I'm single. Thankful that I'm single. I'm thankful I don't have children. I'm thankful that right now it's just me and my dog and we can go wherever. I'm just thankful. And I'm not putting down anyone who has children and all of that. Like, that's awesome. That's what God called you to do. But I'm just glad that's not my situation right now, because the world that they have to live in, the decisions you have to make for your children, it's intense. There's a lot going on. But I will tell you that so many of the men out here are so liberal. Not all of them. The ones that aren't, love being around them. But so liberal, so feminized, pansies. I don't know how else to say it. Don't mean to be mean, but I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's a feminism movement that happened, that I don't know what has happened, but like the warrior men, like, where are y'all? I don't know. This is a crazy time we're living in. And don't get me started. That's a whole separate video. Won't even go there. So I just want to share this with you. I got cut off. I don't know why Facebook cut me off, but could have even just been an internet glitch. But I wanted to do this part 2 to just share with you guys what's going on. For me, in my case, this is my situation, and I honor and respect everyone else's situation, but I just will say this. My commitment is that people are alert and aware. Not that people live in fear, but that people are awake. When you're awake, that means you have discernment. When you have discernment, you are able to make wise decisions. You call evil evil, you call good good, you know what's going on. Doesn't mean you can control all of it. That's a totally separate thing. It just means you have the awareness. A lot of people are completely lulled to sleep. They have no idea. So be aware. Know what's happening. In the last video, like I shared, Go back to my last video. That's where I'm going to put the links. Pay attention to the pilot program that is now released in Ventura County and the exact words that the man said, which is, we cannot allow you to stay in your house if you don't have your own bathroom and you test positive for COVID using our horribly inaccurate tests, okay? Just know that it is happening. And they don't really want people to know. They want us all to be asleep. They want us all to say, it's okay. In fact, in the video himself, he says, you guys did such a good job with staying inside that now we're gonna take it a step further. And we're now gonna do contact tracing and show up at your house and let you know how it's gonna go. If you're cool with that, turn back on Netflix, chill and hang out. If you're not cool with that, stand up, know your rights, be aware, share the truth, and stop calling people who are sharing the truth conspiracy theorists, because they're just telling you what's actually happening. And it does disrupt the I want to stay asleep, lulled to sleep illusion. I get it. It's easier not to hear this stuff. But again, that's where true faith comes in. I see the truth. I know the truth. I'm aware. And I trust my amazing God. I have courage. I know that I'm protected. I know that I'm safe. I know that God has a plan in all this. But I'm going to call evil, evil, and I'm going to call good, good, and I'm going to call it what it is, and I'm not going to be this pansy, lukewarm. What people are doing is mind-blowing. You're not going to please everybody. And please, people, stop saying, oh, you're just creating division. Creating division by sharing the truth? Guess who created a lot of division? Jesus Christ. When he said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, no one comes to the Father except through me. To this day, that creates division. If you're against Jesus, that divides you immediately. Truth, by nature, will create division because people who are against truth can't handle it. They're on the other side. Evil creates division because people who are against evil and are for the good. Evil and good aren't meant to be united. Truth and a lie aren't meant to be united. By nature, it will create division. So people manipulate people talking about the truth by saying, oh, you're creating division. No, that's straight manipulation to silence me. I'm not trying to create division at all. My intention is to speak truth in love so that people know what's going on. And if you don't like the truth, if it bothers you, or if you don't like Jesus Christ, it bothers you. Jesus himself said you can go away. Like, many people unfollowed him. Many people to this day won't follow him. They don't like him. They don't like what his truth is. They don't want to give their life to Jesus. Jesus Christ creates division. Truth creates division. You share what's going on. You share facts about what's happening. It will naturally create division. And then there's things that you can draw your own conclusions about. Theories that you can draw by connecting dots. But a lot of what people are doing is they're connecting dots and they're sharing truth. And people are going, oh, stop, you're creating division. No, I'm sharing facts. You can connect the dots. Here's my conclusion I'm drawing. You draw your own conclusion, but let's not deny the facts. If facts create division, that means you're either on the side of truth or you're denying those facts, because they're actually facts. Like Ventura County right now doing a pilot program. These are facts, okay? The words that came out of the man's mouth saying, we can't allow you to stay in your house if you don't have your own bathroom. That's a fact. Did he go back on his word and say, we'll never force you to leave your house? Yes, that's also a fact. You draw your own conclusions. Let's just look at the facts. Let's call the facts facts. You draw your own conclusions about the facts, but we have to stop silencing facts. Drawing conclusions in many of these cases is up to the individual. But if you don't get the facts, you can't even draw the right conclusions, which is why we're having massive censorship right now. Massive censorship. Why are they so afraid of you seeing and hearing certain things and drawing your own conclusions? Do they think everyone's so stupid that they're going to be persuaded by everything that they watch? No, they don't want the truth out, because you will draw the conclusions that lead to the truth based on the facts. If you don't have the facts, you can't draw the right conclusions. A lot of people don't have any facts right now. Even right here in California, people are like, yay, things are opening back up. Look at this, they're opening back up. Really? Did you see the order by the actual, I wish I could pull it up on my phone. I'll put it in that other video in the comments. But did you see the order released as of May 10th that gatherings of more than one are absolutely unallowed right now? And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, you didn't know that because the illusion is things are opening back up. They're not. And why would they? We have an election coming up in November, and right now they did mail in, I almost said mail-in rebates. Mail-in ballots.